When done right, low-level maneuvering can be very rewarding. When done wrong, it can be very dangerous. Before attempting any low-level maneuvering, you have to be aware of the dangers and the risks. You have to follow the precautions, following a defined safety envelope. The flight has to be planned in advance, know the terrain, study the terrain. The idea is to have a plan and all figured out even before you start the flight. For this kind of flying, you need to be very comfortable to fly at low level. To be comfortable at low level maneuvering, first you have to practice a lot at higher altitude and be proficient, get comfortable with the airplane, get to know it, and then you can start slowly doing low level. First thing to do is plan the flight in your head even before you take off. Low level maneuvering is no time to improvise. Backcountry flying requires maneuvering at low altitude many times, like a dogleg into an airstrip on a takeoff with a sharp turn. You have to be confident and precise and also proficient with your airplane. You need to hit everything right. Right speed, right altitude, no floating. And in case something doesn't work, you need to have the tools to fix it. Like do a side slip, forward slip, trying to lose altitude quickly if you're high. Planning the trip in advance and scouting the area is very important. By planning the trip in advance, you can think of all the hazards that can be there, like power lines or rocks or logs on the garrote bars. So you have to do a reconnaissance flight every time before you land in those places. I consider the canyon turn a low altitude maneuver because if you really want to do it in a real situation, it will be close to the ground. What I do is I turn at slow speed and offload the wing so I don't pull, so I lose some altitude and make that turn really sharp. Something I like to practice every time I land a long airstrip with no traffic is practice low ground effect and stay in low ground effect as slow as possible for as long as I can. It gives you a great feel for the airplane at slow speeds. River runs can be a lot of fun. They're very exciting. Very important to plan in advance and check the area for power lines, cables, and also monitor the radio and tell your position as well. Low-level maneuvering with good planning and taking the precautions and good training, it can work out really good. Also, maneuvering in general, it's important to be proficient. Many pilots never do a stall again after getting their license or slow flight, and that's when they get caught on base to final and they get too slow and turn too sharp and then they spun out. Practicing all these maneuvers are also fun and makes you more proficient. When maneuvering flight goes wrong, the consequences are loss of control, stall, spin, hitting wires, poles, or the terrain. So very important to plan in advance and be very proficient in your airplane before attempting any low-level maneuvering. But for your regular flying, it's also important to be proficient and learn how to do these maneuvers at low level without risk. Practice your stall, your turns, your slow flights with flaps down, flaps up, gear down, so you're proficient in the pattern and don't risk it.